Sic Musiq, man. I'm rocking with Family Visual.
Ooh, Fatboy.
Fatboy, what's up with it?
Hey, what's poppin', man?
Yeah, dig, man. How you doing?
Good, bro. Good.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Well, shit, man. Today, man, we just gonna talk a little bit about you, what you into, your craft, how you feel about certain things. That's cool?
Yeah, that's smooth, bro.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, first and foremost, man, where's Sic Musiq from?
Sick, man. From the west side of Detroit. Born and raised. Came out to Calabama, Calabasas, Kalamazoo for college, man, and, you know, really found my niche, you know what I mean? You know, it's crazy that they say you learn more outside of the classroom in college, man, than in the classroom, man, and I really discovered my passion and what I love to do while I've been here, man, for real.
Okay. That's what's up. How long have you been this way?
I've been in Kalamazoo going on 10 years, man.
Oh, yeah. Nice stretch.
Yeah.
Putting in work.
Yeah, I'm here.
That's what's up.
Yeah. I said, I don't
Okay.
care how much money I ever get, I'm going to always have a crib in Kalamazoo.
Facts.
I don't care what y'all say.
Facts. That makes sense. Well, shit, man. So you found your niche, man. What kind of inspired you or motivated you growing up? You know, that made you want to get into music or anything like that?
You know, I've always been into music, man. Really, since being in diapers. My grandmother was a musician, and so she always kept me around music. Like many other producers and musicians, growing up in the church, heavy influence in the church, man, and it's just really that what gave me my foundation. Hearing different instruments, being encouraged to learn and play different instruments, from the piano to the drums to the guitar to the organ. I feel like all that really shaped me before I even really got to somebody's classroom and really learned the real mechanics of what I had already was learning to do. You know what I'm saying? I was being encouraged to do in my early adolescence.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. Who were some of the artists that you listened to growing up?
See, my people, it's crazy because from my mom, it was all old R&B. She would love the 90s R&B and the soul of the 80s, you know what I'm saying? But then, you got my uncles, they listened to the street, you know what I mean? That's when I learned really about Biggie and the whole West Coast vibe, in the late 90s. But in terms of music though, I really got that grasp from my mom, man, because she just loved music.
Okay.
From R&B to gospel to disco to, even some of the rap at the time. Her generation, they were brought out rap, you know what I'm saying? So it was a little different from them. But really, yeah, really like the old school, man. Old school.
Okay. So what really made you just be like, man, I'm gonna go on and be a DJ, I'm gonna be a producer, I'm gonna start pushing this?
Honestly, man, it's I came to school as a music major. As some people know that, as an instrumentalist. But like I told you, just talking about college and how you learn different things about you that you didn't know. I kind of fell into the groove with hosting parties and MCing, not as a rapper, but the origins of what an MC was, a master of ceremonies, and really turning parties up and paying homage to one of the DJs that I just first started rocking with was DJ Dex. Now he resides out in Vegas, but him and DJ Chuck, man, used to let me get down on the mic, bro, and turn the parties up, do me, interact with the people. And from that, it's kind of crazy because before I even got to DJing, that filtered into radio.
Okay.
And that was my little gateway and opening into radio, man. And that's where I found my passion in communications and working with people and, PR and public relations. But subsequently, long story short, with all that, man, my DJ who I was working with got a job and moved to Vegas on me.
Okay.
So what's an MC without a DJ? You just you just talking on the mic? No. So it kind of forced me to jump into that lane. I had been around a lot of DJs at that point, and it was like, man, what you gonna do? And it just kind of worked like peanut butter and jelly. I was already hosting, now I'm DJing, put them together, man. You really rocking, and that just tapped me into there in terms of the DJing. Yeah.
Okay, that make a whole lot of sense. Well, shit, man, I know as far as like on the radio side of things, you've helped a lot of artists, including myself. You know, was that something that you really was into or still is into, like helping unsigned artists and up-and-comer artists, you know, break through?
Yeah, see, that's another passion of mine because I feel like the entertainment game, those who dare to tap into it will realize it ain't milk and honey. Like it's really dog.
It's
like,
grit and
you know
grind.
What I'm saying? So, and I feel like a lot of people block their blessings by trying to hinder the next person. And I feel like coming from a production standpoint, coming from a producer, matriculating to being a DJ, that we supposed to be those bridge builders. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be those bridge builders for people's unknown ears to hear music that they might not know about, or they might not be familiar about. You know, using that platform to help another artist that you know got the sauce, but just don't have the platform or opportunity to show people the sauce. And I feel like us as producers and DJs, we are that bridge to the other ear, to the unknown ear, to the new fan.
Right.
That's always been a thing of mine, man. I've always wanted to find the next artist. I always wanted to blow up the next record. Like, even from a DJ standpoint, I want to drop a record at a party that everybody vibing with. They don't even know why they vibing. They don't even know who it is.
Big
You know what I'm
facts,
saying?
big
I like
facts.
that. I like doing that because that raises questions. And the next time they hear it, they like, I already, you know. People like to be hip to stuff first. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And when you create that type of buzz with new music and new artists, man, it just lights that extra fire under them, man.
Okay. Well, with that being said, how do you feel about some of the things that go on locally as far as music and things like that, and why are a lot of people hindered
I mean,
and
it's
can't
the
really
obvious,
break
man.
through?
We can go city to city, more prevalent in larger cities, more reckless in smaller cities because it's a tighter barrel. And what I mean by reckless is that a lot of things that normally might get just brushed by get flamed up, unnecessary beef, unnecessary whatever, because people it's just too close knit. But I feel like if we get to a point where we realize the product that we have is as valuable as it is outside of our community, then we collectively gonna go. See, people have to start understanding the monetary value. Our people, our culture, we unfortunately we love to see that first. We want to see the monetary outcome first.
Exactly.
But once we start invested in those who have that can take it there, then that monetary outcome will come.
Definitely will come. That make a lot of sense, man.
That's just that, man. We chop that and keep that, but it's unfortunately, but people have to see. People want to see the money. They want to see the outcome of it. You know what I'm saying? And when people start taking stuff like taking their music, their craft seriously, investing in themselves, you're gonna start seeing that outcome. Man.
Yeah, it definitely will show.
Yeah.
It definitely will show. That's nice, man. So on the producing side of things, you know, making beats, kind of like what y'all was doing here today, you know, putting the live band instruments and things like that in the track. Is that something that you really into? You really like, you know, breaking down the whole science of that?
Yeah, that's recent. That's me getting back to what I grew up on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Touching them roots.
Touching the roots, man. Like, you know, the last 4 or 5 years, it's really just been production, making records with a lot of good artists. But stuff like that, it's just, I wasn't feeding what my real passion is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you might have had a meal, but man, something was missing. Like, you're not really full. And it was like, I feel like the live instrumentation of production is what I was missing. And it's fun to get back to that. You know, it's just a whole different lane. But it's good to tap in. And we've been tapping that here at 131 Collective. I'm here in Battle Creek, man. We've been tapping in and getting some work in, man, for real.
That's what's up. The beginning of the year, you helped me out. You actually was my live DJ.
Man.
And that was actually a hell of an experience.
Was it?
Before then, was there any tours or anything that you was off into, you know, or was that your first?
Yeah, that's funny, because that's what actually made me leave school, man.
Yeah.
That's what originally made me leave school, man. And shout out to my mom, man, because once on the realest thing she ever said, she was like, "What opportunities come and go, but Western ain't finna close."
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? And I have to still honor that lady and finish that degree. But at the time, I had an opportunity with Sony Red to be a touring DJ with a boutique label, B&B. And I toured with a couple artists through them. Montana 300, Lil Durk at the time when he was a newer artist. Foolboy Marley, shout out Foolboy out of Detroit.
Shout out to all them boys.
And it was a dope tour, man. And Snow the Product. Completely like, and those 4 artists I just named was like honestly like 4 different lanes.
Right.
So that showed me like 4 different crowds, 4 different genres. How to be a DJ for those type of crowds. How to be a DJ for an artist.
Yeah.
Being a DJ, a touring DJ, is not about you at all. You're there to bring up the show for the artist. You know what I'm saying? And I really got to learn that and really learn road life and being professional and professionalism of being a touring DJ. You know, it's not what you might think, being, you know, a rock star lifestyle, but let me tell you something. If you ain't at sound check, if you ain't on your A game, you out of there. I'll tell you one thing. Ooh, I got sick, bro. I was sick in Houston, Texas. I'm talking about, I caught the flu. I caught the flu. I'm fever sick, like sick. And road manager came from Sony rep, and it's so funny how the game be. He was so nice. Man, sick, man. You don't look well, man. Like, you know, you all right? I'm like, I'm you know, I ain't feeling too good, man, but I'm good. You know, he's like, you know, we got a show tonight. We got to be in Houston tonight, Austin tomorrow, and Dallas in the next 2 days. I'm like, man, I'm good, but physically, I'm looking horrible.
Right.
Horrible. He's like, you know, if you need to go home, it's okay. and the first thing I felt like, man, this dude really cared. Like, you know.
Right.
Like, they had somebody on standby.
Exactly. That was
about
the
to fly
whole,
right back here.
That was the overplay for
Yeah,
the
if
underplay.
you need to go,
yeah.
you can go. Because let me tell you, that show don't stop.
That show don't
That
stop.
show don't stop. That show
you can
don't
be
stop.
replaced.
Like, it's just as nice as they tell you, they just as nicely booking somebody else a plane ticket to come
Big
fill
facts.
your spot. So that really taught me like to really like, that could have been gone that fast. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just that fast, just because I'm not feeling well. Like, no, but it also taught me to take better care of myself while I'm on the road.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Every night, just because the rapper turning up and drinking and doing all that, that's not your job.
You gotta do that, yeah.
You're not the star.
Right.
And it was little lessons like that I learned from being a touring DJ. Is just really taking care of yourself. For any artist that go on tour and that's on the road, like, it's really about taking care of yourself while you out there. You know what I'm saying? Because you interacting with too many different people.
Stay focused.
Germs. Stay focused. But I'm just talking about the basic of hand to hand. You know, in this era of COVID now, like, you really now as they start opening up tours and shows and artists that go on the road, it's like you really got to take more precaution. But even just yourself, just taking care of yourself, because at the end of the day, you're a product.
You're a product.
And if that product you can't perform.
How can you do anything?
Come on, how can you benefit? So that was a little stuff I just learned about just being on the road and touring as a DJ though, for real.
Okay. So as far as like social media and the whole internet wave and things like that, do you feel that that's really the best way for artists now, or do you feel like it should go back to the out the trunk pumping your CDs, you know, out here with your merch, really grinding and grind for it?
See, I think it needs to be a balance of both now.
Yeah.
I think social media is the best thing that can happen to any entrepreneur.
Right.
Any field. I'm not even just talking about the music. So I think but because it's so accessible and in some circles it's looked at as so easy, in some platforms, some arenas, you have to get back on that guerrilla, I'm out here to set yourself apart.
Yeah.
So I feel like an artist today should have a great ground game. It's just as strong as his social media presence.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like in social media, if you're not in somebody's phone, somebody's hand, you're not in their life. Like, flat out. Like,
Facts.
if I can't, who your name, I can't look it up, you're an artist and I can't see a video that's gonna pop up as soon as I Google search your name, it's like, I can't take you that seriously. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I feel like artists also should still have that same presence in the ground. I should be seeing posters up. You know what I'm saying? I love to see artists with posters and artwork and what's it called? Merch out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me see some t-shirts. You know what I mean? And one thing I do salute about you too as well, man, is because you see that. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
Real supporters, when people support you and they really support you, they want to have something that they can tell somebody else they support you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Your real supporters, they want to have something. So to all the artists, get some merch. Because like your real supporters, your real fans, they gonna buy it. They gonna buy it. Because the people that really support you and really ride with you, and that's gonna show you too who really ride with you. is the people around you that really support your
That really
movement.
support you.
Is they wearing your t-shirts? They showing up to the show just trying to just be fresh, or they got the all family, no friends hoodie on, the t-shirt, you know what I'm saying, or the hat. I don't care what it is, but show that you really ride with your people, man, because it shows unity, man, and it builds a brand. You know what I'm saying? It builds a demand and it builds a brand for real.
Well, shit, since we on the talk of social medias and stuff like that, man, why don't you shout out your social media so they can follow you? And
It's the same thing on everything. Sic Musiq, one word, no space, SIC, MUSIQ, on all platforms, on everything.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, shit, man, what's new for Sic Musiq, man? What you got coming up?
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
It's getting back to these shows here in the city, man. It's on the up. I'm excited. I'm excited about the venues and opportunities open up in terms of bringing live performances back I wouldn't say post-apocalypse, but post-COVID and all this.
Right.
And just here, man. Shout out, like I said before, man. I just said, man. Shout out to 131 Collective Studios here, man. Really bringing a lot of artists here, all genres, getting the opportunity to work with different artists from all genres and pulling sounds together. Shout out to my boy, man, Calvin, man, Drum Boy. Follow him on all social media, man. We've been laying down some live tracks here in the studio that's been insane. Just really trying to give a whole aspect to artists. Like, you got everything from you got photography here, artist development. It's like a little baby Motown here, man, and I really like it. I've been working good here. Shout out to DJ Tay 5, Trey Keys, man, for establishing this studio here. But outside of that, man, like I said, just building and growing with these artists, because that's what it's about.
Yes, sir. That's what it's about.
Trying to find new artists, new talent, man.
Well, shit, man, with that being said, man, we're going to go on and close it out. I appreciate you letting me get this interview with you, bro. It was well needed.
My nigga.
You know what I'm saying? And shit, shout out to anybody, you want to give a shout out to.
No, I done shouted out everybody, man. I know, just follow us, man. Just, just let's all continue to work together, man.
Yeah.
I don't care, like, any artist, take yourself seriously, man. And what I mean by that is invest in yourself.
Invest in
because
yourself.
You can't expect nobody else to invest in you or believe in you until you really believe in yourself. And that's word, man.
That's it. Shit, the family visuals, we out.